Hey, welcome back, Tennessee fans, for another episode of Tennessee Fan Talk. We thank you for the listens last week. Be sure to take a moment to subscribe, share. Remember, wherever you are, we are, and we are TN Fan Talk. Tonight's show, we just lost the guest. Tonight's show, you have myself, Duke Byrd. As always, my partner, the Duke, just celebrating big 3-4.
Look like 1-4, but yes, 3-4.
Y'all would already know that had you been following us on social media.
I was born in the year in our Lord Jesus Savior, 1988.
Young buck. young buck. And I don't mean the rapper.
I don't know who that is.
We've got a little bit on the rundown today. Want to talk about some Vols news. Of course, we all know what the major hot button is with a transfer out already. Hilarious as all get out. Also want to talk a little bit about, with our special guest, if he returns, we'll talk about a little bit of the rebranding of the NCAA all the way around with the TV rights, and what is the future of college football? Are we heading more towards the NFL? We'll talk about that, assuming that our guest returns. Speaking of special guest, we always invite you, if you want to be on the show.
Invite yourself.
Invite yourself. Come on.
It used to be bad manners. It's not bad manners anymore. Hey mom, I'm going to. Is it okay if I spend the night with somebody? Oh, I've already invited myself. It's okay.
Yeah. Ask your mom if it's okay if I can come.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube watching this, comment down below and we will get you lined up on a show. If you're listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube, just DM us on any of the social media outlets: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just DM us and we'll get you going.
OnlyFans.
Oh,
we got it all.
No, we do not. No, we do not. We got our special guest back on, Jamie in the big Michigan. See, we're not all about SEC. We'll reach out, show some love to a team that gets beat by Appalachian State.
Well, you had to professionalize this broadcast, so I heard you needed to bring in the big guns.
I would love to see.
Southern around here.
I'd love to see SEC viewership numbers versus all the other conferences combined.
Wow, that's because other conferences have jobs.
Well, you know how you keep an Ohio State fan off your front porch, right?
Oh Lord,
you pay him for the pizza. You can insert any insert any. I just stood there to pander to the crowd.
There we go.
Appreciate it.
That's right. There's been some wins there for Michigan against Ohio State.
Hey, we got one last year. That's all that matters.
That's right. Hey, that's right. The closest one is the one that matters. Let's forget the rest of them.
Hey.
Yeah.
For all those years, they told us our lifetime record didn't matter. So now, therefore, their last decade doesn't matter. We won last year. That's all that matters.
Boy, are you sure you're not a Tennessee rivalry? Dude, that was not scripted, rehearsed, or anything. It was
what?
We both said the same. We were both like, "You must be a Tennessee fan."
Well, that's a Tennessee-Alabama rivalry, or Florida.
Oh, hey, yeah. So that way, when we beat Florida this year for the second time in 17 years,
I don't agree with that. I've already made that public, but I'm doing that for my psyche more than anything.
So we've already hit a little bit of the run through. We do want to talk about the Vols news. Let's just go ahead and hit the big Vols news here. Your boy, which you brought up, Duke, last 2 weeks ago. Hey, such and such big news coming here. Mm-hmm. Here and gone.
Well,
I think him and Lane Kiffin should be together. They both have the biggest commitment issues of anyone in football. Maybe he should go to the Rebels and they can waller around and decide where they're going to go next. Lane Kiffin and Dixon transfer to Florida.
My buddy's kid's going to go play for Lane, and I said, well, you think he is. I mean,
yeah.
You can never tell he might be coaching the Raiders tomorrow.
Yeah. You mean he's going to Ole Miss, and you hope that the person that recruited you is still going to be there. Right, and with Dixon being gone, fourth school, he's rotating around like crazy. We also have to talk about the holdup out there in USC, where it's the NCAA's problem. It's the NCAA's problem. No, sign the release.
I mean, it's the Christian thing to do.
Well,
you know what I mean?
They're in California.
It's just like they're dragging their feet on purpose. I guess technically it's not up to them if we're getting real technical in the weeds.
No, sign it.
But it's the right thing.
You said you were going to sign the release. Sign it.
It would take 3 seconds. And now I don't know how long it takes for the NCAA to turn it around, but it's not fast.
No, what about NCAA is fast? We did an investigation, completed, moved on, had new kids, new hires, all this other. We'll get around to it. Now that Pruitt's been gone for a year, hey, we'll find. Here's our findings.
Did you know that his wife whored around with the money? You know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
That's okay.
It's the truth. I mean, I'm using it as a general term. I'm not saying she is one. I'm just saying she helped with the money handling.
So, speaking of money handling, we'll roll right into topic number 2. We'll just our guest. We lost our guest on there. He's having internet issues.
If he pops up, he pops up. If he don't,
but he may be in and out. I just got a text, so it's up. On to topic number 2. Let's talk about just a little bit of the complete chaos that is rearranging teams and conferences, and it's been all over. Look, everyone has seen their version of it. So does college football turn into NFL? That's just my question. Does it turn
about like an East and West division, just like NFC, AFC?
NFC, AFC. Of course,
I don't think it can. There's too many teams. I mean, there's 3 times as many college teams, NFL teams. I'm just making numbers. No. I have no idea. Now I could see something where the SEC could add 2 more schools and then drop the NCAA in general, and just
it's like SEC versus NCAA.
No, not even that. I'm just saying they drop it and they just play within themselves.
Okay.
You know, like have no outside. We're not going to play for the national championship. We don't give a dang. SEC championship's all that matters. I could see that.
And maybe that's what that's
the big plan.
The Florida State guys saw, or and the Virginia guys, and that's why they're wanting in.
Yeah, I mean, like you throw. Like I said, you got Texas and Oklahoma coming in next year. Add 2 more. You've got enough where you can have a big enough Eastern and Western conference to suffice what it is, and just play amongst yourself. No pun intended. Play with yourself. Get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And who cares about the NCAA?
It didn't hit me. I kept wondering why Texas and Oklahoma didn't just pay the money to get out of the contract.
They both have that old money.
I think it is that the SEC is saying, we don't have a schedule for you. We don't know what we're going to do. We don't know what's going to work out. We're trying to get the college football playoffs expanded.
I don't think they need to expand the college football playoff.
They have to.
Then, I mean, so what we're going to say, that we're going to cut a regular season game?
You would have to either cut a regular season game, which I don't like. I don't think they could extend the season any longer.
I don't think so.
Jamie, college football playoffs, your vote, yes or no, on expanding the playoff?
That's so tough because in one hand, they kind of have to, but the flip side of that is, what are we going to play till March?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
We got March Madness, and we're not talking about on the hardwood.
Well, and this kind of goes into that whole thing, too. At some point in time, does this just become a business and it has nothing to do with college? Because, these kids still go to school.
I said that.
If you're going to...
So with
have them start
Pac-12 talking about just playing ACC, and they're back and forth across the country every week.
You got UCLA is going to now come and fly out to the East Coast to play Penn State and Rutgers and all these other teams, and they're starting camp in July, and now they're gonna the championship game is going to be in February. Dude, that's a full-time job. How the heck are these kids even supposed to be going to school?
That's right. And one other question while we're waiting on you to come back in. The question was, do you foresee college football turning into the NFL, 2 divisions at some time?
I mean, other than the teams that are irrelevant, you know, I mean, like, you know, I mean, there's going to be some schools that are just going to be like playing, and the only people that care are their alumni.
So,
you know, but
this just in, what is that? D1 football has been cut in half. They sent them down to the minors. All these teams that didn't matter in D1 got dropped to D2.
We could do it like soccer over in Europe. You know,
Yeah,
like,
where they have what's it called?
Like, you know, like it's like the championship league and the non-championship league or whatever. So like, you know, you got a season where
relegation.
Appalachia
That's the
State
word I'm
just
looking
crushes
for.
it. You know, they get it.
I think what he was going for is like the relegation move, where you take the bottom 4 teams and the top 4 teams in the lower tier, and they move them up and they round them back and forth. But I don't want to do that because it's too European and football is too American. You know what I'm saying?
We already share the same name spelled differently.
Yeah. Yeah, they spell with a U.
We have just a couple teams left. We do want to get into a little bit of breakdown. We've gone 13 minutes. Definitely time for a little bit of break. We'll be back to break down. Because of how we did the first week, we royally screwed it up. So we want to break down the East team and the West team that is remaining other than Georgia and Alabama. We'll save those 2 for next week. We get back, we'll tell you the 2 teams. All right, guys, welcome back. We're going to break it down for you 16 minutes or so, minus editing, into
This is going to be a quickie compared to some of them.
into this right here.
Dude, I don't know about this. I just can't stay on. It's crazy. I'm like an LSU fan. I'm here for a little while, then it gets boring, and I'm gone.
I think your phone needs a little blue pill.
Ooh. Keep them engaged.
Can't stay on. All right, we're going to break down the East team, Mizzou. And when I say break down, we don't know anybody there. We're just going to break down their schedule to see how they fare out.
Just we know that baby back B, freaking Eli Drinkwitz, running his mouth.
Still upset over the hard words from Drinkowitz towards Tennessee. We've been used to it. Come on.
Yeah, but, you know, I think Lee Corso finally apologized, did he not?
He did.
Okay. Look.
Man, there's some funny stuff to say as I'm going down this. But starting off the first game, Thursday, they'll be battling with Tennessee for airtime. Thursday, September 1st, they will be at home hosting Louisiana Tech.
Well, nobody will be watching that game.
No.
What's that going to be on? ESPN Ocho?
It is
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
The Ocho, rare and obscure sports.
Or FS2.
It is going to be on
Sports 2.
ESPN U.
Ooh, that's the worst one. That's
That is.
Yeah, that's the
you
ones.
can't even get that in HD.
That's the ones where the scrimmage line and the yard to gain line are vice versa. They mess them up
it
all
goes
the
like-
time.
It goes ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, and then ESPN U. But Missouri's going to win.
Yeah, I've got us down with wins there. Next is traveling to Manhattan. And
Play Kansas State.
Look at you! Look at you!
I just know things.
My goodness gracious! That was you. Good job. At Kansas State, September 10th, ESPN 2. What happens? Did they lose it?
That's probably going to be a stinker. You can never tell about Kansas State.
I know.
They actually have a very big fan base, and that's like the state school for football. It's not Kansas, obviously, because Kansas is awful at football.
Yeah.
But Kansas State's is so streaky. They're
you going
here 1 minute, gone the next. Their coach is 98 years old, or has he retired? I don't remember the guy's name.
No idea.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes.
He kind of reminded me of Coach Gibbs. That's what he looked like. He kind of looked like Coach Gibbs.
So
I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at, but I just don't like Mizzou, so I'm going to pick Kansas State.
Oh, are you really?
I've never been a pro SEC guy. You know that. I'm a pro Tennessee guy. Nobody else.
My goodness gracious. This next one is the funny one to me because it reminds me of last week when we had Big V on, because this one is back at home, ESPN Plus. So you got
maybe that may be worse.
Watch it on
pay
that.
to watch this one.
Watch it on the app.
Oh, you got to pay more than just your normal cable
it's
charges.
On their own website. It says Family Weekend, so it reminds me of it. Family Weekend, $2 hot dogs, blue shirt or gold shirt get you in.
Yeah.
They will be hosting Abilene Christian for the Family Weekend.
So it's ACU. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Are they what? I'm trying to think. I have no idea what their mascot is.
It looks like a lynx.
Oh, so it's like the bobcat.
Maybe.
Which is a very generic, mascot. Bobcats, bulldogs.
Yes. Well, that's why I went lynx. Nothing generic about me.
Wildcats, very generic. See what I did there? Little jab in there. I mean, Missouri wins that.
Okay, so you have them 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I've
you
got
have them 3-0, right?
I've got them 3-0, and now they start their season. They will travel straight up to Auburn, Saturday, September 24th.
Jordan Hare.
And
pronounced it in the
I make them 3.
King James version.
I'm making 3.
Jordan Hare.
In the red words. I make them 3-1 with that one.
Yeah, they're 2-2.
Okay. And then they will come back home, and there will be...
Must be the Vanderbilt game.
No, but there will be more black and red in the stadium than there will be black and goldish orange.
They play Georgia?
They play Georgia.
You think Georgia will travel that well up to Missouri? I don't think so. If they're going to
No. It's not that they travel that well. I just said that there's more black and red than there is the other.
Like
so the stadium's still going to be empty because their fans know not to come at all.
If they start like you're going to say 3-1, they're still going to try to put some asses in the seats because it is Georgia. It's probably like a ABC kickoff or something. It's like one of their primetime games they get. Does it even say it?
No, TBA.
It might even be the CBS game of the day, game of the week.
Oh Lord, CBS. You know what? Kicking of the week. Who you got? I'm asking you who you got. It's a loss. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's Georgia, but I'm just saying I'm going to give a little more credit to their fans. I think they might show up a little bit. It's early in the season. You got them 3-1. I have them 2-2. If they're 2-2, they might not show.
Anyone of their fans that travels with them to the next one down to the swamp is going to be crazy. Now, this is a game based on how we feel about Florida this year. I'm
just going off pedigree's program. Florida's going to win.
So you're saying another loss?
Yep. I got them, 2-4?
Yeah, and I am 3-3. I'm going to give them a loss as well to Florida.
Okay.
And then they'll have their homecoming October 22nd, bringing Vanderbilt. Why is everybody's homecoming Vanderbilt?
Because everybody knows when you play homecoming, you want a cupcake game, and if you have one that you can double as a conference win,
Vanderbilt is Kentucky's homecoming game too.
Well, that's a toss up because sometimes Kentucky can be the cupcake.
So I'm hoping you're going to give them the dub on that because you've already said Vandy's only won one game.
6-3, Missouri.
They will travel to another Columbia, October 29th, Columbia, South Carolina. And I'm going to give them the loss on that one.
I am too. I don't know where all this I guess they did much better. They played above their head last year.
They did good, and
because they're getting so much run in the media right now. South Carolina, they're getting all the run.
It's all because of Spencer. That's all. Yeah. November 5th, they will host Kentucky.
That's a stinker.
But another loss.
I mean, Kentucky wins. Well, yeah. I have them at what, 2-6 now?
Now you have them at 3.
Oh, 3, that's right. 3 and 5.
3 and 6.
3 and 6?
Yeah.
Drinkowicz is now on the hot seat.
And no, he's not. And then they will travel to Knoxville.
Tennessee should win that one.
And then they will host November 19th, New Mexico State.
Is that the Lobos?
I think that is correct. I think they are the Lobos.
Missouri should probably win that one.
And their last game, November 25th, the Battle Line rivalry game.
Is that Arkansas?
Arkansas at home, which they lose.
Yeah, they lose that game. Arkansas is going to surprise them. Well, maybe not surprise, but they're going to play very well this year. Put it that way. You know, people are. I mean, that's the thing about pundits like everybody on ESPN. They give run on everybody, so eventually something's going to hit. Like they throw a bunch of stuff to the wall, something's going to stick.
So you got them 4-8.
Sounds about right.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have them 5 and
About
7.
as good as their Quanzo Martin basketball program.
Yeah. So no, them and the Gators no bowl this year.
See, I see the Gators making the bowl.
Maybe by the hair of their.
Yeah, they're going to beat us, and that's going to be the win that gets them to the bowl game.
Nope.
I mean, once again, I'm doing that for my psyche to tell myself that we're going to.
So that you don't feel bad in the event. Okay.
Well, a loss.
Okay.
Yeah, but it also magnifies your win too, if you think about it.
That's true. Why they got the? Okay. All right.
So, but before we get going, that's
Yeah.
their annual Western team is Arkansas, right?
Yes.
What a easy. I mean, obviously, I don't want to change ours, but man, alive,
Yeah.
give me Mississippi State every year. Like I said, I don't want to change it. I love playing Alabama every year. Just it's hard on you.
It is. It's rough.
Hard on my heart.
It's rough. All right. When we get back, we're going to go over the West team. We'll let you know who that is right after this short little ad that's hopefully skippable for you.
Goodyear tires.
All right, guys, welcome back. Rolling in here, a little quick show tonight. We had a little bit of technical difficulties with our guest.
She
Jamie.
might not like a quickie, but we like a quickie sometimes.
We'll get Jamie back on another show. Jumping into the West. This is our last team before Alabama. We've who'd we miss? We missed somebody because of how it was Auburn. Yeah, it was Auburn because of how I did some things, but maybe we'll jump Auburn in just to actually, you know what? This one's going so fast. Let's roll through this real quick. We'll see if we maybe get Auburn in here too.
I'll try not to be long-winded.
That's okay.
I want to try to guess the teams that I don't know's mascot.
Well, this one's really easy for Mississippi State. They open up in Stark Vegas, ESPNU, Saturday, September 3rd. Memphis Tigers.
I feel like that could be a good game.
It very well could be. You can't sleep on Memphis.
Mm-mm. I still think Mississippi State wins.
As do I.
I don't know anybody on their team. I've made that.
Going off the next week, playing on FS1 in Tucson, Arizona. Playing
Arizona State?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Arizona State's in not Tucson.
Yeah, Arizona State, they're not there.
I think they're in Tempe.
Tempe? Isn't that? No, that's where the best baseball coaching goes down.
I don't know where ABC. I don't know where they're at.
That's
Arizona
okay.
State.
I'm assuming you have the win for Mississippi State on that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a big one for them. They hit their SEC schedule traveling to Baton Rouge, ESPN, 5 p.m. game. LSU.
You give it to the Tigers there.
You're going to go the loss, giving it to the Tigers. I second you right now. This is we're 3 games in and saying the same thing. We're going to say the same
I
thing
mean,
on this
by
one.
no means do we know what we're talking about, but you can add a third grader, they can probably get it right for you.
That's right. Well,
on this schedule so far.
Like this right here. Come on. Their next one, they return home Saturday, September 24th, and host Bowling Green.
And that's not Bowling Green in Kentucky.
No, it's
that's
not.
The one in, that's the one in Illinois.
Not Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green.
Yeah, I think it's. I think they're in Illinois.
Joe Milton Stonehands III beat them last year.
And they that's some action going on there, by the way. That's what they call it when the two MAC teams play each other. It's Thursday night MAction.
MAction?
Mm-hmm.
I put you down for a win, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're still going to be right on. The next one, October 1st, in Stark Vegas, hosting Texas A&M.
You know, there's just too many teams in the West that have the same color palette. I don't like it.
They really do.
There's 3 of them.
Yes. Yeah, Alabama, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
And then Oklahoma.
And then Oklahoma coming in. Yeah.
But
I haven't even thought about that.
Too many palettes. I mean, obviously, everybody hates our palette, but
so it's unique. Look at everything. Look right here to the lines in my shirt to your shirt. All of them hex code FF8200. If you don't like it,
well, this is a Carhartt shirt, so it's probably not the right orange. But my hat.
There you go. Got you down for the loss on that, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Then they will have homecoming with Arkansas visiting.
I thought you were going to say Vanderbilt.
That would be hilarious.
I'd say Arkansas wins that game. That's a tough homecoming gig this year anyway.
That's rough.
This year anyway.
I'm still second to you on that one. Here's where we're going to differ. They are going to travel to Lexington on October 15th and play Kentucky.
Yeah, I got Kentucky winning.
So do I.
I said that with Big V.
You did.
I remember that. I don't remember everything I say. But I respect Big V.
October 22nd, traveling again, Tuscaloosa.
You ain't even got to ask.
Nope. And coming back home, hosting Auburn November 5th.
I mean, there's just
tough game.
You know there's going to be one of these games they slip up and win. It always happens. But if we're playing the odds here, you got to pick Auburn.
There's where we differ.
You got Mississippi State beating Auburn?
I do.
Once again, I go off pedigree when I don't know anybody that plays for Auburn either.
Well,
I don't know how
they need to feel good because they're coming off some losses, and then they're going to host Georgia November 12th. So you've got 4 losses in a row right now. So they're not feeling good.
Mike Leake might be on the way out.
Wait a minute. He could be.
You
got 4 conference losses in a row. And then it's Cupcake Week in the SEC, week before you're in state, right?
Week before the Egg Bowl.
And who comes to town on Senior Day but the one and only East Tennessee State University?
You know I'm going to pick East Tennessee State Bucks, no matter what. They're not going to win, but in my heart they're going to win. So you go ahead and put down ETSU for a win.
I got you. I got them down.
Have you seen a little spinoff here? Have you seen the picture that's been going around of their offensive lineman?
Nope.
Doing a keg stand on a Gatorade cooler?
No.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That would be a fantastic upset for the state.
Once again, they beat Vanderbilt last year. Now that's not saying much. But Randy Sanders used to be the head coach. He retired last year. Offensive coordinator for UT. He turned that program around, which is new.
Yeah,
I think it's 5 or 6 years old now.
Yeah.
And they made the D1 2A They made the playoffs last year. I think they won first round too. I don't remember. I think they got beat by Jacksonville in the second round. I can't remember for sure. But no, they're not going to win. But I'm going to tell you they're going to win. And I'm going to pick ETSU.
They have tickets available still online for that game from $10 if you would like to go to it.
They're probably selling those at the local Scotchman's gas station.
At the Kroger's. K. Rogers.
Well, I saw it today online. I saw that you can buy tickets to Florida games at the Home Depot.
So Florida has Home Depot. Costco has South Carolina. What is next? What's happening around here?
Tennessee's going to have to be like in a Petro's Chili and Chips or a Pilot gas station.
They're sold out. They're always sold out. Ole Miss.
You have to pick Ole Miss, right?
Yeah.
Have to. In the Egg Bowl.
Yep. So you have 4-8.
Same record as Missouri.
And I've got them 6-6, so they're going to a bowl.
The Music City Bowl.
With that kind of record, most definitely. Well,
Liberty Bowl.
Since we have just we've run through it so quickly. Let's just not leave Auburn out of this. They'll cry.
Yeah, I do hate Auburn.
They're gonna cry if we
I
leave
do hate
them.
everybody. I hate everybody equally, so it's fine. I hate everybody.
So just all these teams' sites are the exact. It's the exact same. It's crazy.
What is it?
Their sites are the exact same. I think Tennessee's.
Well, they probably go to it's like everybody uses Fanatics to buy their merch, which I absolutely hate that.
I'm so
Fanatics
glad
is the
that
worst.
we chose this time to announce our affiliate with Fanatics.
Well, they can change my mind. It's just terrible. It just sucks.
You
go
have
to
to
lids.
You have to know what you're buying. If it does not,
In stock.
Well, if
You
it
might
does
wait
not
6
say in
months
stock,
for that
but
crap.
if it's not a Nike, Adidas, if it's not a brand something, if it's their universal brand, it's garbage.
Yeah. So hit me up, Alumni Hall. I love Alumni
I
Hall.
do. I can go in there and
The one in Brentwood, I
Go-
go all the time. The one back home in Bristol at the Pinnacle, all the
Go-
time. The
go
one in
broke.
Turkey Creek is by far the nicest.
I haven't been to the one in Turkey Creek.
That's the biggest one. If I
Okay.
don't quote me, but
You
I
need to
think
come
it's the
on
biggest.
over here in the one in Murfreesboro. You got half of it's UT, the other half is MTSU.
Well, see, the one up here in Brentwood is half UT, half Preds. We don't have to deal with nobody else.
There you go.
I mean, because they can't sell no Vanderbilt stuff.
Oh man, what an easy schedule! Look at this. What they got some interesting ones in
They
here
play
too.
Alabama.
Interest-
Bowl.
Interesting one in here. So starting off at home, September 3rd, whiteout, wear white against Mercer.
I mean, that's the Mercer Bears.
Yeah, it is the team that
That's the one's. That's the one.
Saban
they're
gets to
from
come
Kentucky,
in
I
every
think.
couple years. Win on that, of course. San Jose State as their second one.
I have no idea what their logo is.
It's a Trojan helmet.
Oh, San Jose. Oh yeah, they're pretty good at football sometimes, right?
Yep. Here.
No, it's San Diego State. I'm thinking San Diego State.
Now throw in all Auburn, all orange against Penn State at home.
So that's a good game.
That's not bad.
Penn State probably wins that one.
Oh, giving them a loss. You know what?
So are they telling their fans what to wear too?
They are.
color-wise?
Yeah, just like Ole Miss. Yeah. Dude, really? So their homecoming is the 4th week against Missouri.
That's your backup plan in the SEC. Is Vandy? Vandy's your number one. Missouri's your side chick. If
Let's
you have
see.
to pick second.
The 4th week, Vandy is already going to be getting their
I mean,
butt.
Tennessee might be in the top 5. So over the past couple years.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Another game at home. First 5 games at home. The 5th one, they're hosting LSU.
Ooh. Well, I can say the Tigers are going to win.
Ah.
Nice. See what I did there? But that was on the tee. I think LSU wins.
I've already put you down for that. Right now, we are 3-2, both of us. Neck and neck.
Yep.
Now they're going to start traveling. They're going to travel for a couple games here. First off, October 8th in Athens.
Yeah, that's the hate week, right? Oldest rivalry in the South. That's
Sure.
what they call it. I can't remember what.
Sure. We ain't even got to
Yeah,
talk about that one.
It's the rivalry game.
Big L for Auburn on that one.
Yeah, Georgia wins. Yeah.
And then they'll travel to Oxford to meet the starter of not laying roots.
I mean, Joey Freshwater and the boys. I mean, I think Ole Miss.
You think he's tried to talk his son into a name change? I mean, look, I know when we named you Knox, it was the thing to do at the time. They didn't know. We didn't know that I was going to have to just sneak off like a thief in the night. We didn't know that.
I mean, what do you change your name to? Archie? Arch? Wherever he goes, that's what he changes his name to? Eli? I mean, whatever you want.
That was good.
His name, we have renamed our son Archie Eli Kiffin.
Mama, we need to put another one in the oven. I got to get a kid out here with a name.
Oh, now I'm the new head coach of the Green Bay Packers who changed his name to Brett.
Look, he came out a little cheese-headed. Ole Miss?
Yeah, Ole Miss. Who you got? You're not saying a lot of times. You're just like assuming the fans know.
I'm just putting it down and
just for me, really.
And no. I got mine on here. Yeah, we're still neck and neck. 3-4.
Okay.
Arkansas.
Razorbacks. We forgot them too. They're on the same color palette as the other ones, by the way. We forgot to say that.
Yeah, them and Ole Miss are close.
Huh?
That Arkansas and Ole Miss are close in reds. Close.
No. I'm talking about Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Alabama, Arkansas. All the same color.
No, Arkansas's red. The others
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Georgia's red.
Yeah, so is Arkansas. They're not.
No,
they're
it's
not
burgundy.
No, it's not.
It's just exactly the same.
I am literally looking at it.
It is the exact same color of my first vehicle, my 2001. No shocker to the fans. ZR2 S10. Best vehicle I've ever owned, and it was that exact burgundy color.
Why didn't you get it painted UT orange?
I love Vols. But when I see those vehicles out there, I'm like, that's just a little too much.
No. That's you get
it's a little too much.
You go find an international scout, and you paint that dude.
Now it depends. So it depends on the vehicle, because you can go to the dealers in East Tennessee, and they have the Tennessee version, and it's got like an orange pinstripe with a little T in it, and it's white, or you can get it in Tennessee, and that's fine. No, it's not fine. That's the ones that's a little too much. But if you're talking like, you give me like a 1982
custom 500
El Camino.
Yeah.
Paint that thing orange with a white racing stripe on the top.
And then with El Camino, you fill it up with water, sit in it.
Yeah. Lord, yeah.
Watch the game in the
I mean, you Blair ain't seen nothing yet. I just ain't seen nothing yet. That's what you do. And that's acceptable, but the newer vehicles, that's not acceptable.
We went from color palette Arkansas to making bubbles in the back of El Camino.
Don't know where. You'll never know where it's going to go. Just let it. It's just a free experience. You're just flowing through. Just let it. You let it take you where it wants to go.
Volcano, just liquid hot magma.
Mount Wanahakalugi.
What? Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas is going to win. Back on track.
Oh, Mississippi State.
Auburn.
Who did I say?
That you haven't said anything yet, so
I said that
cover
Auburn
your butt. You just let me say everything.
No, and you said you said Mississippi State was going to lose to Auburn.
I just said Auburn's going to beat Mississippi State. It's the same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Auburn's winning.
There you go. Texas A&M. Oh, that's a loss. I ain't even got to ask you on that one.
Nope.
Western Kentucky.
The Hilltoppers.
And yes, they are. And last but most definitely not least, Iron Bowl time.
You can always hit them with the ESPN guys. Like, you can never tell what's going to happen on rivalry weekend, especially in the Iron Bowl. Now, you move the Iron Bowl back to Birmingham to a neutral site, and let's see what's going on. Or are they playing at this year? Is it at?
Tuscaloosa.
Oh, Auburn's going to get the doors blown off.
Lost by 30.
32.
We finished up both 5 and 7 on that exact same picks.
And they just miss a bowl game.
Sorry, Brian Harrison.
They might sneak up and beat somebody we don't want. Like I said, if I would pick every SEC team to lose every SEC game, if I could.
So, next week will be the last preseason week as the Vols start off the following Thursday, hosting Ball State. Night game.
Some more action.
Is it kind of ish night game? Starting
what time's kickoff?
7.
That's Eastern?
Yeah.
That's a night game. That's the perfect kickoff time for a night game. Because I hate primetime games that run to damn midnight. I hate that. I'm ready to go to bed.
Time to go to bed.
Yeah.
So, next week we will break that game down, figure out, pick our score on that game. Yep.
It's going to be a high one.
It's gonna be high. And we will also have our last two, which is Georgia and Alabama, to go through their schedules. It's really easy.
Georgia's not my least favorite. Alabama is my least favorite.
But it's really easy to pick those two. Just win.
Win. Play Tennessee. Win.
Play each other.
In the SEC championship game?
Yeah. No, play each other.
They'll face each other twice.
Doesn't matter because they're going to face each other again.
In the national championship. And that's when you get everybody talking, is it fair that they've already got to play each other?
They keep doing it. Each one of them coming in with a loss. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, really?
Why isn't Michigan in there?
Oh, really there, Washington Husky. Then come on down here.
Yep.
Come on.
Well, we couldn't go up there because half our guys are probably not vaccinated. It's a good joke. You might, maybe take it out. I don't know. It's the truth.
Oh, I love hearing the ones of CDC. We, the CDC, only make recommendations, and it shouldn't be taken as government. We're doing this because the CDC recommended it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, way to talk out of each side of your mouth.
I don't know if you heard. You can maybe end the show on this joke, and it's not my joke. I'm not going to take credit for it, but it's funny.
Well,
did you hear about
hold on. What we'll do is we'll say.
Well, let me say the joke and see if it approves.
And then you go off and we'll just put it on. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Remember to tune in next week, our last preseason show. We'll start
our last before the first. You know what I'm saying? Last
preseason together with the first.
Yep.
Of Tennessee. Yeah, it'll be a great one. Remember, follow us online if you're not at TN Fan Talk. Wherever you are, we are. Please help us out. Share. Hit the subscribe. If you're on YouTube, look up there over in them links over there. Hit that. You want to give a little donation to the show? We could use it.
We'll even take dislikes. We don't care.
We don't care.
So, but did you hear about the FBI raiding Luke Bryan's house?
No, I didn't.
They were searching for country music, didn't find anything. Not my joke, but funny nonetheless.
It is. Fans, thank you. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Go Vols.
I don't even remember what the other one was. It just means more. That's what it is.